Oh, hey, third graders. I didn't see you sitting there. It's me, Mr. Engel, coming at you from Lafayette Upper Elementary School to talk to you about number patterns. And today we're going to be finding the missing numbers with Mr. Engel. And so sometimes the rule of the pattern is given to us, and sometimes it's not. So to find the rule of the pattern, I like to do two things. First, I want to see, are the numbers getting bigger or smaller as the numbers are going along? Are they getting bigger? If so, the rule is probably going to be adding. If they're getting smaller, then the rule is probably going to be subtraction. And also, I want to make sure that the rule works for more than one. Okay, and let me explain what I'm talking about here. So here I've got a set of numbers, and I've got some blank numbers here that I need to fill in, but I don't know what the rule is. I don't know what is happening to the numbers, so I can get to the next number. And I want to see if the numbers are getting bigger or smaller. We're to get from 34 to 44, the numbers are getting bigger. 44 to 54, I'm noticing that the numbers are getting bigger as we're moving along. So let's take a look at my set of numbers and let's go through my checklist here. Are the numbers getting bigger or smaller? Well, I'm noticing that I go from 34 to 44 to 54. My numbers are getting bigger, so I'm most likely going to have a addition or plus rule. And I want to make sure that the rule works more than once. So let's try it out here. Well, let's figure out what I need to add to each of these to make it a constant rule. 34 plus something equals 44, and the tens place is just getting one bigger. The ones place is not, so I'm just going to add 10. 34 plus 10 is 44. 44 plus 10 is 54. So my rule is working for this set. And then 54 plus 10 is 64. 64 plus 10 is 74. 74 plus 10 is 84. And 84 plus 10 is 94. So my rule would be plus 10 here. And my blanks are 64 and 84. They fit nicely right in there. All right, let's take a look at this next one. I've got a series of numbers here, and it goes from 127 to 123 to 119 to blank to 111. Are the numbers getting bigger or are they getting smaller? Well, to go from 127 to 123, they are getting smaller. So I'm going to subtract. So from 127 to 123, I subtract 26, 25, 24. So I subtract 4. And let's see if this rule works more than once. 123 minus 4 is 119. So that officially is my rule. And to get my blank, I just have to do 119 minus 4, and that's 115. And 115 minus 4 is 111. So I've got my rule, and I've got my blank space. Okay, one more of these sets of numbers where we don't have the rule. And I'm looking first here, 6 to 20 to 34. My numbers are getting bigger, so I'm going to add something as my rule. Well, what do I get? 6 plus something equals 20. Let me see here, that's not as easy as the other two. What I can do, if I know my rule is adding, I can subtract the second number from the first number. 20 minus 6 to get my rule. That'd be a 10. That'd be a 1. And so I can get 4. 10 minus 6 is 4. 1 minus 0. My rule is add 14. Again, if I don't know in my brain 6 plus something equals 20, I can figure it out by subtracting the second number from the first. Kind of do the opposite from what our rule is. And 20 plus 14 is 34. That I can do in my head. 34 plus 14 I can't do in my head. Let me do it over here. And I get 4 plus 4 is 8. 48. 48 plus 14 is 62. And 62, I'll just add right here, plus 14 is 76. So I've got my rule, which is 14, and I can fill in the missing pieces. All right, look how messy my slide is here. I love it. For math, you need to show work here. Don't do all these things in your head. Please show your work. Your teacher will thank you for it. Okay, now it's time for our in and out tables. So here we are given the rule. Yes, we don't have to figure out the rule. The rule here is add 7. So if I've got an in number, my out number is I apply the rule to my in number. So 24 plus 7 is 31. 33 plus 7, I would fill in my blanks here. It's 40. 41 plus 7, 48. And 50 plus 7, well, that's easy, 57. Okay, so for your in and out tables, you apply the rule that is given to the in numbers. Here is another in and out table where the rule is already given. The rule is subtract 4. And it gives an example here. 19 minus 4 is 15. Well, we've got to apply the rule to our ins. And so we do 17 minus 4, that would be 13. 10 minus 4, I know you know it. 6, and 5 minus 4, probably the easiest one on here. That is 1. Apply the rule to the in. Okay, here we go. Here's a tricky one. It's another in and out table. The rule is add 13. Remember, we apply the rule to the in number. So 12 plus 13, that's given to us 25. 20 plus 13, well, you need to show your work, of course. You can show your work in any of these. That would be 33. Okay? Here the in number is blank, but the out is given. I'm going to skip that one and come back to it. So we've got 58, and we've got to add 13, because remember, we add 13 to our in. 58 plus 13, so 11, bring up a 1. So that's 71. Okay, I wanted to clear the board because we've got a tricky one. You kind of have to flip your brain around to get the blank in plus 13 equals 49. So the number here has to be 13 less than 49. Okay? And to figure out a number that is 13 less than something, well, I take the number 49 and I subtract 13. And I know what you're thinking, Mr. Rangel, that's confusing. The rule is add 13. Well, yeah, you add all the in numbers to get the out numbers. But here we're given the out number, and we need to figure out the in number. So it's 13 less than 49. And to figure that out, I subtract. That would be, see if I can fit it in there, 36. Nailed it. That concludes today's lesson on finding the missing numbers in a pattern or an in and out table. I urge you to scroll down and answer some of the questions that go along with this video. And also, I urge you, double urge you, to have a fantastic day. Take care now, okay?